Colorado lawmakers just finished refining a bill that aims to address the rapid rise in fentanyl deaths here in our state. Now, there's been plenty of back and forth on amendments to this bill from both Democrats and Republicans, with last night's debate going well past midnight. Here now with the very latest at the Capitol is Denver 7's Megan Lopez. And Megan, even the Speaker of the House says this bill, its amendments, just will not make everyone happy.
That's right, and he said that in his closing remarks that he gave just a couple of minutes ago. And really what he said is it's going to take federal legislation, really, in order to address this properly, in order to really get people on board. He said it's just not going to please everybody, really, no matter what they do here at the state. So they're admitting that right off the bat. Now, last night's testimony, as you alluded to, lasted until about losing their loved ones to fentanyl. Now, we also heard from district attorneys and from law enforcement, and we also heard quite a bit from addiction specialists about why they think criminalizing possession just won't work. Today, another long discussion, more than 3 hours spent discussing just the bill and its amendments. No testimony was actually allowed today. Republicans first tried to pass an amendment to make all fentanyl possession a felony. They argue this drug is just too potent and too pervasive to really be treated like other drugs. That amendment failed. So then Republicans proposed making 0.25 grams a felony, but that also failed. The bill's co-sponsors proposed and passed two of their own, one to lower the possession to 1 gram as a felony. The bill had previously had it at 4 grams. Again, that passed. A second one would take it down to 0 if the drug is more than 60% fentanyl. But there is a really big caveat with that amendment, and that's that the technology to test to figure out how much of a drug is made up of fentanyl just really isn't there yet. So that's an amendment that kind of looks forward to when the technology does get there, but it doesn't address it right now. There was a couple other amendments that were proposed, one dealing with sealing records after 2 years, another one that dealt with allowing people who are convicted of this felony possession of fentanyl to be able to vote. Both of those passed, but we're expecting a lot more amendments to come as this bill moves out of the House floor. We're also waiting to find out exactly when this bill is going to pass. They're still in final comments right now. So again, guys, a very lengthy, a very consequential discussion, but both sides really say that there's nothing that they can't do. They have to do something this session because this issue is too deadly.
Yeah, fentanyl is a problem in our state right now. Megan, thank you.